When we enter our 60s, our bodies undergo significant changes that affect everything from how we process fats to how efficiently our organs detoxify harmful substances. Many seniors over 60 continue eating nuts, believing they are heart-healthy and beneficial for brain health. However, emerging research shows that 4 of the most popular nuts may actually undermine health, increasing risk for high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, kidney stones, inflammation, and cognitive decline. I am Dr. Anthony, and I welcome you to Wellness Daily, channel devoted to helping seniors over 60 live longer, healthier, and more independent lives through real science-backed health tips. If you are new here, please hit subscribe and leave a comment below about which nuts you currently snack on and whether you have noticed symptoms like fatigue, brain fog, joint pain, or worsening blood pressure from consuming them. These details may help others discover hidden causes of their health issues. Today, I will explain in depth why the following 4 nuts can pose unexpected risks after 60 SOA, and share research evidence, patient stories, and safe alternatives so you can continue enjoying nutritious snacks without compromising your well-being. Macadamia nuts. Macadamias are often portrayed as a luxurious, healthy snack, rich in monounsaturated fats. But for seniors over 60, their impact can be harmful. These nuts contain around 10 of fat per 100 grams, making them the highest fat nut available. Aging livers lose up to 40% of their fat. Metabolizing capacity after 60, which means large amounts of fat can easily overwhelm the liver, leading to elevated triglycerides, unbalanced cholesterol profiles, and accelerated arterial plaque formation. In a 5-year observational study published in the Journal of Geriatric Nutrition involving 2,847 adults over 60 participants who ate macadamia nuts more than twice weekly, had a 30% greater increase in arterial plaque buildup compared to those who avoided them. The culprit appears to be palmitic acid, a fatty acid abundant in macadamias that becomes increasingly inflammatory as we age. Another hidden risk is phosphorus, which macadamias contain in high amounts. Aging kidneys cannot efficiently eliminate excess phosphorus, resulting in vascular calcification and artery stiffening, which contribute to hypertension and congestive heart failure. A patient named Robert, a healthy-looking 67-year-old retiree from Phoenix, had been eating a small bowl of macadamia nuts each evening while watching TV. He thought he was doing something good for his heart. Yet he reported shortness of breath during his morning walks and persistent fatigue. His triglyceride level was measured at 3,000, significantly above healthy thresholds. We replaced macadamia nuts with raw almonds. Within 8 weeks, his triglycerides dropped to 148 millidal and his energy returned. He described the improvement as feeling like he had regained a decade of vitality. Recommendation: instead of macadamias, seniors over 60 should choose almonds, which contain heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, less total fat, and negligible phosphorus compared to macadamia. Nuts, Brazil. Nuts, Brazil. Nuts are legendary for their high selenium content, but they are exactly what makes them dangerous for older adults. Each Brazil nut delivers approximately 96 ug of selenium, which is already 175% of the recommended daily intake for adults. Eating just 2 to 3 daily can lead to selenium consumption exceeding 600% of recommended levels. Aging kidneys become less capable of clearing minerals, leaving excess selenium to build up in tissues. Excess selenium can cause selenosis, with symptoms such as brittle hair, white spots on nails, fatigue, tremors, and neurological impairment. A University of California study followed 12 to 34 adults over 65 who regularly consumed Brazil nuts. Over 47% developed clinical signs of selenium toxicity, including impaired memory. Brain scans revealed selenium accumulation in the hippocampus, the brain region essential for memory processing. Moreover, Brazil nuts naturally absorb barium from soil, which interferes with potassium channels in the heart, posing significant risks for arrhythmias, especially in those with pre-existing congestive heart failure or taking heart medications. For instance, Margaret, a 71-year-old retired teacher, began eating 3 Brazil nuts daily after reading about their antioxidant and anti-aging benefits. Within 4 months, she developed severe hand tremors and patches of hair loss. Her doctor suspected early Parkinson's, but blood tests revealed selenium levels 5 times the normal upper limit. We removed Brazil nuts from her diet and initiated a detox regimen using vitamin C and zinc. Over 6 months, her tremors disappeared and hair grew back. Healthy recommendation: 9 years should replace Brazil nuts with sunflower seeds, which supply moderate selenium without risking mineral toxicity or heavy metal exposure. Peanuts. Peanuts are legumes, not tree nuts, and they carry serious health dangers for seniors. Though they might seem harmless, they are prone to contamination by aflatoxins, toxic molds classified as Group Y carcinogens by the World Health Organization. Aflatoxin standards are based on younger healthy populations, but little research addresses its impact on the aging liver, which loses about 30% of detox capacity after age 60. Even low levels of aflatoxin exposure over time may accumulate in the liver, posing increased risk for liver cancer and chronic liver disease. Peanuts are also extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids, containing over 400 milligrams per ounce. This skews the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio far above the ideal 4-to-1 balance, promoting chronic systemic inflammation that contributes to arthritis, cardiovascular disease, and cognitive dysfunction. A study from the Cleveland Clinic found seniors eating peanuts 3 times or more weekly had 52% higher levels of inflammatory markers, such as C-reactive protein and interleukin-6. In addition, peanut proteins like arakin and conarakin are difficult to digest in older adults due to reduced gastric acid leading to bloating gas and nutrient malabsorption. Frequently, older individuals develop late-onset peanut allergies, which emerge as chronic inflammation. Fatigue or brain fog, rather than classic allergic reactions. Patricia, a 70-year-old retired banker, had eaten peanut butter on toast daily for over 40 years. She developed debilitating joint pain, mental fog, and chronic fatigue. Her liver enzymes were elevated, and aflatoxin levels were alarmingly high. She switched to almond butter and began taking liver support supplements, including milk thistle and NAC. Within 10 weeks, her joint pain subsided, energy levels increased, and mental clarity returned. Recommendation: replace peanuts with tahini, almond butter, and include pumpkin or sunflower seeds for protein and healthy fats without aflatoxin contamination. Cashews. Cashews may taste creamy and satisfying, but they are arguably the most hazardous nut for seniors over 60. Each ounce of cashews contains about 49 milligrams of oxalates, which bind with calcium to form kidney stones. Aging kidneys lose about 1% of their filtration function each year after 40, leading to increased oxalate buildup. A Harvard study monitoring nearly 9,000 adults over 60 found that those who ate cashews more than 3 times weekly had a 67% higher rate of kidney stone development, requiring medical intervention. Moreover, cashews contain trace amounts of urushiol, the same skin irritant found in poison ivy. While most is removed during processing, residues may trigger inflammatory responses, including dermatitis, joint inflammation, or cardiovascular stress in sensitive older adults. The carbohydrate content of cashews, around 9 grams per ounce, can provoke rapid blood sugar spikes among seniors with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Finally, cashews are high in phytic acid, which binds critical minerals like iron, magnesium, and zinc, preventing their absorption, leading to deficiency fatigue, muscle loss, immune dysfunction, cognitive decline, and poor sleep. Dorothy, a 72-year-old grandmother from Miami, had eaten nearly 4 ounces of salted cashews every day, thinking they were healthier than chips. She came to our clinic with persistent joint pain, recurrent kidney stones, and mysterious skin rashes. Blood tests showed her C-reactive protein was 8.2 mg/L, indicating high systemic inflammation. We removed cashews from her diet, introduced an anti-inflammatory meal plan, and within 12 weeks, her C-reactive protein fell to 1.8 mg/L. Kidney stones stopped forming, and her joint pain disappeared. Recommendation: seniors should avoid cashews completely and instead choose walnuts or pecans, both of which support heart health, contain healthy omega-3s or antioxidants, and do not carry oxalate or urushiol concerns. As we grow older, our bodies naturally change in ways that are not always visible, but deeply impactful. For seniors over 60, even a small dietary choice like eating a certain kind of nut can have big health consequences. The truth is that some nuts can quietly trigger high blood pressure, congestive heart failure, and cognitive decline. In this section, I want to explain why your body becomes more sensitive to certain compounds found in nuts, and what you can do instead to protect your heart health and overall wellness. One of the most important changes after age 60 is the slowing down of the liver. This vital organ helps break down fats, filter toxins, and keep cholesterol levels balanced. When you eat fatty nuts like macadamias, your aging liver may no longer be able to keep up. The palmitic acid in macadamias can raise triglycerides and increase the risk of artery plaque, which contributes to heart failure and stroke. A younger liver might handle this fat load just fine, but in seniors, it builds up and adds pressure to the heart. Your kidneys also become less efficient with age. Their ability to filter out minerals declines gradually, but steadily. If you eat cashews, which are high in oxalates, or macadamias, which contain phosphorus, these compounds can accumulate in your blood. Over time, they cause calcification in your arteries, raise blood pressure, and lead to kidney stones. Brazil nuts pose another issue. They contain very high levels of selenium. While selenium is essential in small doses, too much becomes toxic for seniors over 60. Excess selenium builds up and leads to symptoms like brittle nails, fatigue, tremors, and in severe cases, memory loss and confusion. The heart is especially vulnerable in older age. As arteries stiffen and the cardiovascular system becomes less flexible, inflammation becomes a bigger threat. Peanuts, for example, are packed with omega-6 fatty acids. When not balanced by omega-3s, these fats fuel systemic inflammation. That can worsen arthritis, increase the risk of congestive heart failure, and contribute to heart attack symptoms like shortness of breath, chest pressure, or dizziness. Peanuts are also at high risk for mold contamination, especially with aflatoxins. These compounds are known carcinogens, and your liver may no longer be able to detoxify them as well as it once could. Digestion also slows down after 60. The stomach produces less acid, and enzyme production declines. This makes it harder to break down proteins, like those found in peanuts, or to absorb minerals, like zinc or magnesium, from cashews. These minerals are crucial for heart rhythm, brain function, and immune strength. When you are not absorbing them well, it can lead to muscle weakness, poor sleep, memory fog, and increased vulnerability to illness. Another common issue in seniors is delayed food allergies or sensitivities. You might have eaten peanuts or cashews your whole life without a problem. But after 60, your immune system changes. Mild chronic inflammation, fatigue, or joint pain may actually be your body reacting to those nuts. These aren't traditional allergy symptoms, but they can still weaken your health and make aging feel harder than it needs to be. So what should you do instead? The good news is that not all nuts are harmful. In fact, there are several that are beneficial for heart health, brain function, and longevity. Almonds, for example, are rich in magnesium and vitamin E, and they help reduce bad cholesterol. Walnuts contain plant-based omega-3s that fight inflammation and protect brain cells. Pistachios improve blood pressure and boost circulation. Pecans are rich in antioxidants and can help control blood sugar by swapping out harmful nuts for heart-healthy ones. Seniors over 60 can enjoy better energy, less joint pain, improved digestion, and a reduced risk of heart attack symptoms and cognitive decline. If you are looking for healthy recipes, try adding chopped walnuts to your oatmeal, snacking on a handful of almonds midday, or blending pistachios into a smoothie. These small changes add up over time and can support a longer, more independent life. To everyone watching Wellness Daily 365, I want to thank you for being part of this journey. Our mission is simple but powerful. We want to give seniors over 60 the best health tips based on real science, so you can live not just longer, but better. If you have experienced improvements or setbacks related to any of the nuts we discussed, please leave a comment below. Your story might help someone else avoid a painful mistake or discover a new healthy habit. And if you found this information valuable, don't forget to subscribe. Together we can protect heart health, prevent heart failure, and make every year after 60 full of energy, clarity, and joy.